Jurgen, you took the blame for what happened last night. I'm just wondering whether today it feels like the sort of result that could get everyone going again and provide something of a spark.
Provide something as a spark means
To get you going, again, to kind of refocus, if you like.
Oh, we will go again.
A spark ignites a fire. There you go. That's
okay. So of course we'll go again. There's no doubt about that. But it was yesterday directly after the game, and I said what I thought, like most of the time actually, and I said it when the things don't work out on the pitch as we want them to work out, then there's an issue. So, and in how I understand it, the issue is then the things I tell the boys, I didn't tell them clear enough. So that's how I understand it. So I have to change the way I tell the boys, and then we have to change the way we play.
The word confidence was mentioned quite a lot last night. I'm just wondering whether, obviously it comes with results and goals, but there are other things you can do to kind of restore that, because clearly they're a confident bunch of players.
Yeah, but confidence is nothing naturally given to normal people, at least. So you have to. Some things have to work out that you can build confidence. That's how it is, and it didn't work out at least in the final third for us in the last few games. So that's why we had to mention the word confidence. But it's nothing. It's not didn't disappear, and we cannot find it at all anymore. But you have to work. You have to work, and that's what we do. So there's no other chance, and it's all the things. Yeah, I don't have 5 million different words for the same issue, so that's why I only can use that one. Maybe there are other words which would describe it better, but the thing is, it's we get the 2 weeks we wanted. Parts of the game were absolutely good enough. Parts of the game were not. So we have to keep going with the things that were good enough and have to improve the others. That's the way.
And if you permit me a final question, I'm just wondering, when you pick your team for Old Trafford, what's the most important factor? Is it the opposition, the competition, or perhaps the situation?
Opposition and competition.
I'm just wondering what's the most important factor in your selection, whether it's because it's Manchester United, you pick a stronger team.
We want to win the game. It's clear. It's a cup game. So and the game will be decided that night, and we want to win this game. That's it, and that's how we will make the lineup.
Fantastic. Thank you, James. Good to see you. Ian Kennedy, BBC Merseyside, for 1 or 2.
Hi, Jürgen. Hi, just wondering, you've been the team to catch for such a long time now, and at the moment you're kind of doing a bit of the chasing yourselves. Does that, in a way, release a little bit of the pressure? That it's a different kind of pressure, I suppose, than you have when you're the one that everyone's trying to catch, and couldn't that help?
That would be a good way to do it, to be honest. Yes, that's right. In a situation when you don't like the situation, you have to change the right things, not everything, the right things, and that's what we try to do, of course. So that's how it is, and I like to say, and I like to see the way that there's in each bad situation there's a chance for something, and I see it that way. But honestly, I will not do that here now, and I will speak to my players. I spoke to them last night. I will speak to them today. So it's nothing for a press conference now. What I will say to them, but that we want to change the situation. You can imagine, and that's what we do now. So it's just nothing really to say about how we do it and so on. In the end, what we do is for the outside world not too important. For them, it's only important that we change it, and but we have to work on the details. That we say like this. In the end, we have to play football. We have to create. We have to defend. We have to score 100%. We know that, and that's what we try to do again on Sunday.
And just in a similar vein, that was an incredible home record that you had that's now gone. But now, is that like a line in the sand? It's a reboot now, and again that burden, that pressure, because that's gone now.
Honestly, we didn't feel that pressure. It was just an opportunity in this specific case. Now, we never spoke about a number and stuff like this. Yes, it's an incredible number, 69, great, but gone now. We can start a new series, 100%.
Thank you, Ian. Okay, James from TalkSport for 1.
Jürgen, do you sign up to the idea that form goes out of the window in a game like this, a straight knockout between yourselves and Manchester United?
Yeah, so it's a different competition. So again, yes, we want to go through, and for that we have to play really well, because yeah, United is obviously in a good moment, get all the results they wanted so far, and that's why we have to be ready 100%.
Thank you, James. Carl Markham for one of the final ones in the Open before we go to the first breakout.
Hi, Jürgen.
Hi, Carl.
Hi, can I just clarify something you said last night? When you asked about the transfer window and whether that could improve confidence, you said the decisions are not my decisions and I can't decide if we do something in the transfer window or not. Can you just clarify what you meant by that? Because I think maybe that has left something open to interpretation to some people.
In which way?
Well, it suggests when you say these decisions are not my decisions, it's suggesting that somebody else is making the decisions about transfers.
Of course. So I can make, of course, somebody else is making the decisions. Was always like this. If people are surprised about that, now I cannot change that. So it's just the situation we have is we discuss pretty much on a daily basis. That's our job actually. And then you think about could we improve something or not, and then I make recommendations and all these kind of things. But I cannot spend the money, so that's not how it is. So that's why I don't make these decisions.
Okay, so you say
and I never did.
No, so you say basically it's reliant on somebody telling you you have the money to spend, is what you're saying? Exactly.
Is that news to you?
No, it's not. No, it's not. And you've spoken before about how much this current situation has affected the financials. But I think for you to say it as you said it last night, just sort of laid it sort of bare for people that you might want to do something, but you're not able to money.
Oh, I don't want to confuse anybody. I just said what I said, and hopefully we could clarify it now.
It's clear the transfer window is open. It's clear you need something to help you at the back. Has there not been any kind of message that maybe something could happen, that you could bring somebody in?
No, nothing changed.
Okay.
Sorry. Short answer.
But do you think that after such an extraordinary period, that there may have to be a bit more pain then, even if it's only short term, before you can, you've been the peak of the mountain at the moment, you're not, but do you think there might have to be a period of short term pain before you can even think about getting to those levels again?
No, I don't think it's not. Again, that would sound like an excuse, and I really, the last thing we are looking for is that. So no, I think we could have played better. We could have made better decisions, all these kind of things. That's what we expect from ourselves, and that means we can change that. We believe 100% that we can change that with this squad. So that's how it is. Nothing. We don't go and say if we don't get this and that, then we cannot perform or whatever. No, we are very self-critical, and so we know what we did, and now we have to change it as well. So that's it. It's obvious. We have possession. Wow, my God, I don't know how many % we have in each game. But we have to finish the situations off. That is not the easiest part of the football game. Everybody knows as well. That doesn't mean we don't have to try, and we have to adapt in specific moments, and we have to use the chances when we have them. All these kind of things. We have to make. I think last night we had 28 shots, 6 on target. So I heard we had 90 shots in the last 4 games for 1 goal, something like that. And it obviously is a number you don't want to have. And so we have to do that. And there's not a lot of time now in training or stuff like this. So we will speak the things through, and we will try it again. If we can change it immediately on Sunday, I don't know, but we will not stop trying. I can promise.
Dom King and then Dave Maddock, and then we go to the Sunday section. Dom.
Hi, Jürgen. Is correcting this run of form the biggest challenge you've faced in the 5 years that you've been here? Or was getting Liverpool into a position to challenge the biggest challenge?
It's to be honest, everything what we did in the last 5 years felt like a challenge. To be 100% honest, and So it's a different challenge. Is it big or not as big? I don't know. It's just a challenge as well. So, but I can only say the same things again. That's the job. It's not that I in a moment when we win the league or whatever, and then I put my feet on the desk and think, okay, that's it. Now smoke a cigar and think, well done. From now on, everything will work without any doing of mine. And so that's the thing. It's 100% clear. It's again, it's not a situation you want, but it's a situation. And if you are not happy with the situation, then work, and that's what we do.
Fantastic. Dave Maddock for the last part of this section. The Sundays can start getting their hands up again. I can only take a few, but Dave.
Jürgen, forgive me for sort of going back to this, but you said you make recommendations, and it's clear from what you've said to us that your recommendations would obviously be under normal circumstances that you would have signed a centre half, and it would clearly help to get some sort of fresh blood. Obviously, you're saying that that's not possible, and I know you know for very good reasons. But so, what is the mindset now from you? Because you know Liverpool have been. You've been on the absolute crest of a wave. You've been this amazing hero delivering the title, and then suddenly, only a couple of months later, like you know, you can see this instant reaction. So, what is how do you deal with that, and you know how do you deal with the fact that you perhaps are not getting what you clearly realise is required?
So I'm not a 5-year-old kid anymore, and if I don't get what I want, I start crying. So most of the time in my life, I didn't get what I wanted, to be honest. So we all are probably pretty much used to that. And it's not like this. I'm responsible for a big part of this football club, but there are people that are responsible for the whole thing. And I cannot make their decisions. I know they're with us. I know they want to support us, and they do. And it's not about, and if now we talk about a center half, yes, it would help 100%. Would we score more goals with a center half? I'm not sure. Would it give us a little bit more stability in specific moments? Yes, probably yes, all these things. But again, it's not about that. It's not about what would be with somebody else. And I think never, ever we spoke in a transfer window, in or around the transfer window like this about it, because I think that would be then really an excuse, and we don't need that. What we have to do is to improve the football in a decisive area we play with this squad. That's my job, not sitting here and being disappointed or frustrated with some decisions. I'm not. When I say I of course we know what we would do in an idle world, but the world is not idle, not only for us. And so we have to deal with the situation. And again, that's what we all have to do. And that's what we do as well, dealing with the situation. And a center half last night wouldn't have won us the game in this specific situation. And so we really don't have to talk about that. I know it's a good thing to talk about for you, but for me, it's just not that important, because everybody's on the table, everything's on the table, and all the things are clear, and we just have to work on the football stuff.